coming at you with like a day in a life. Trying to get my a week ready for the week of Thanksgiving. Super excited to get the holidays kind of going, get everything that I've been planning kind of done, and yeah. But first, I am just smitten because we woke up to snow. This makes me so happy. It will probably go away in like, well, by the end of the day, probably, honestly. It looks like we're supposed to get some rain here in the next like couple of hours. It's supposed to warm up to about 40. So anyways, today what we have on the docket is we are printing and cutting and printing and cutting and printing and cutting for the Black Friday sale in the Etsy shop that I am trying to get ready for. Guys, I've never had this big of a Black Friday sale. This year, my shop, thank you, has just grown so much. I've never been in a collab sale for Black Friday either. I just don't know what to expect. And generally, Thanksgiving is busy enough for me. So I am really trying to get it so that everything is pre-cut. Everything, at least I have some stock of. So yeah, I'm really trying to get everything together. Most of my shop is already ready to ship. So I'm trying to get the whole thing ready to ship. So printing and cutting, we are baking sugar cookies and chocolate chip cookies, maybe oatmeal Scotties today. We'll see. I don't know if I'll get that far. I also want to get some of the sugar cookies iced today. That might be a little bit of a, stretch. And we need to clean. So it's not horrible, but it's not great by no means. But it should be pretty quick. Boys' room's been pretty kept up. We need to clean the lower bathroom. Our bedroom is clean. You guys, I'm doing so good with my cleaning. I have a tree downstairs that still needs to be decorated before Thanksgiving and all these people come over. Well, I shouldn't say all these people. It's normally all these people, but really, it's going to be my sister and her kids, maybe my parents. That's it this year. But I have a tree to get done downstairs. So yeah, let's get going with the day. I will take you kind of through. I've already like made our bed, gotten my thoughts together. It's noon. I woke up with a horrible headache. Not a horrible, I should say a headache. And I enjoyed the morning. I haven't been able to enjoy a morning in quite some time with homeschool, and then we had baseball yesterday. So I enjoyed the morning. So now it is time to get going. And probably first get this kitchen cleaned up so that when I'm ready to bake cookies, it is clean. All right, so here I am on my next task. Just editing a wedding. So like I've mentioned in the past, I am actually a photographer first, then planner girl. Also, before I start editing this wedding, the other thing I grabbed this morning, because I am going to need some energy to get through this day and all that, is my TEAMI tea. It's perfect for today. It's cold, dreary, snowy, as you guys have seen. I've already chugged down a lot of it. I have been chugging it down. I am on day, oh God. Regardless, I'm almost through the 30 days. I'll put the day right here. I gotta look through my thing. I haven't been keeping track on my card as well as I thought I would. I got to like day 12 and then I fell off on the card. But like I said, it has been amazing. Honestly, I have woke up with one headache. I really seriously think that it was a caffeine dehydration thing, to tell you the honest truth. Like, I was drinking way too much coffee, not enough water. And not that this like helped the headaches by no means, but it's definitely making me drink more water, be healthier, like all that kind of stuff, in general, and just making me feel better. I have started every morning, and then you do every other night, and you do the colon. I do believe in the beginning I was using too much of the skinny tea, because I know I have like at least 5 days left, and I think I have 1 tea left. Well, I was just looking when I made this one. So be careful with that. Like, the directions on there don't say exactly how much tea to use. So I probably was using way too much in the beginning. I was probably making it too strong, all that kind of stuff. It is what it is. I'm going to be repurchasing this product because of the 30-day detox. I just loved it. And I love having a cup of tea at night with the colon one. And yeah. So definitely check out TEAMI. If not just for their tumblers, I want the gold one so bad, guys. I want the gold tumbler so bad. And so that will probably be my next purchase with the repurchase of the 30-day detox. But you can use my code PWK15 for 15% off, or PWK20 for 20% off a purchase over 40% or $40. Sorry, over $40. That doesn't even make sense. And there's a ton other stuff. Like you can do like superfoods, greens. That actually might be the next thing I'm going to try is greens. I have not been getting my vegetables, and I really need. That might be another gut issue that I'm having, is just not getting enough vegetables. So I'm gonna try that also. I just really definitely wanted to make sure that I would like and stick with the product, and I have. This is like the first thing I've really stuck with for 30 days, honestly. So definitely check them out. Don't forget to use the code. I will put them in the description below. All right, so here I am on my next task. Just editing a wedding. So like I've mentioned in the past, I am actually a photographer first, then planner girl. So, like I said, yeah. Editing a wedding takes me anywhere from like 6 to 8 hours combined, like all together. I don't usually sit down and do it all in 8 hours. I used to be able to bang out a wedding, editing, all of that kind of stuff. When I had a studio and, kids were in school and all that kind of stuff. But generally, I still probably wouldn't have done it. What is going on with my hair? Hold on, I missed a whole chunk. Like, what is this? Anyways, generally, I still wouldn't have done it. It is a very grueling, 8 hours of sitting and, just editing and editing. But I usually break it up into, the before, how the wedding's broken up pretty much, the before, and then I'll edit the ceremony, and then I'll edit the bridals and the family pictures, and then the reception is at the end. So I'm all the way to the reception on this one. I am a bit behind on this wedding, not crazy behind. Generally I try and get weddings out in 4 to 6 weeks, and I generally try and get it out in that 4, but I am to 6 weeks on this one. Guys, homeschool. I'm trying to look around the camera. I can't. I legit just have no time in conjunction with all of the other, things that I have going on right now. So here, let's edit together for a minute. You guys can kind of see my process real quick. And yeah, get going. Always Spotify. And I'm just listening to... actually, we're going to start listening to 90s Baby Makers. Yes, because I wasn't too fond of that one. Let's listen to the 90s Baby Makers, because that's where my heart is. Alexa, pause. All right, there we go. There's the first steps. That was actually like pretty easy for the first steps. You don't put the cheese and all that kind of stuff in until like 4 hours later. So we'll see how this comes out. I like big chunks of broccoli. I believe my husband does too. So I'm gonna leave it. I mean, maybe people would chop it down a little bit more, but I'm gonna leave it just so that it doesn't get like super mushy too. I don't know. All right, so there is dinner done. 3:12, and we are uploading the images to their wedding gallery. Yeah, we're doing good. Here's their, let's see. Oh, I didn't check this. I usually check to see what the cover picture is, but yeah, I gotta change that. Here is their wedding gallery. So gorgeous. All the getting ready. It will come up. Oh, that was the end of that one. It goes into the ceremony. This groom cried like a baby. Let's see. Ah. Find you a man like this. Find you a man like this. So, that's all ready. Let's go bake some cookies.
Hey, hopefully you guys liked that little snow insert that I put in there. I just thought it was so pretty this day, and one of our first snows, so I wanted to document it. Here I am just starting to make the chocolate chip cookies and getting the sugar along with the butter all whipped up. This is my mother's recipe that I've been trying to perfect for a few years now, and I think I'm finally actually getting it. My kids say I'm really darn close.
Alright, so probably the best present that I received last year for Christmas was an extra bowl, Jax, chill, for my KitchenAid. For times like this when I'm making multiple batches of cookies, for when you have a recipe for cookies that needs to sit. So one thing that my mom always has like the best chocolate chip cookies, and that's one thing. She lets it sit for a couple of hours. I don't know what it does. I don't know. It's a little secret. But I have tried to just cook them right off the bat, and they're just not as good. So those will be sitting up there.
Shut up, wet dog.
We are going to make sugar cookies now, and then I think we're heading into my parents' house because they have been gone to Florida for like 2 weeks, or California, and the kids want to see them. So let's get going on those sugar cookies.
All right, as you see, my little guy definitely loves, eating everything. So there was a lot of hand washing and a lot of, telling him no. But we are done with those now, and I'm just rolling out this dough so that he can do the cookie cutter part of it. I usually send him away for a little break at this point. Most of the time he just gets a little rambunctious. And roll this part out myself and then let them cookie cut it.
feel that like sugar cookie dough goes on forever and ever. I did get it down to just this little bit of waste. Not too bad. Not too bad. Into video as much as it does in real life, but guys, it is just nothing better sometimes than the snow falling outside. It's just like so peaceful. I love it. And I'm watching through, like, I know you won't be able to see this, through like my Christmas window, and it's just so pretty. I mean, I probably will hate it in about 2 weeks, but for right now, it's gorgeous. Let's see if I can get it to, it's not sticking that much, but it's sticking.
All right, guys. So for the rest of the night, I am just going to be wrapping up some orders. You see my little guy come in. I think he's asking for V-Bucks. I'm not positive. But just wrapping up some orders and going to leave you with that. So definitely hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more of these day in the life. I love these. And don't forget to check out TEAMI. Definitely use the code PWK15 for 15% off, or PWK20 for 20% off any purchases over $40. They have some amazing stuff, even some stocking stuffers that you can get some people, or gifts. Thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely hit that subscribe button and give me a like if you love this. I will talk to you in the next one.